Welcome to Voice Notes Suck with Jay and Dave.
What is Voice Notes Suck? Voice Notes Suck is a short, sharp and open look at topics related to the creator community by Jay and Dave. We aim to do this in a way that promotes further discussion, as well as taking a look at some of the positive and negative aspects of each subject. Why voice notes? We've communicated by voice note for some time now, and it's a different way to have a conversation, which means that conversations feel different. We feel that our normal voice note conversations offer value to more than just ourselves, and we have a lot of fun. That's why we decided to record our podcast in the form of voice notes. What to expect? That's what episode 1 of Voice Notes Suck is all about. Series 1, episode 1, an intro. Series 1 of Voice Notes Suck is about the digital community. In episode 1, we explore the concept of Voice Notes Suck and talk about why we're doing it, as well as explaining what Series 1 is all about. We chose the digital community as our first series topic because we're both creators who run brands and issue the majority of our content digitally. It's something we're both very passionate about. The digital community is still young, and while people seek comfort in what they know, we have witnessed a huge amount of change in a short space of time. Humanity is still working out how the digital community works, what it means to be part of a digital community, and how to build lasting brands in an ever-changing digital age. We hope you enjoy listening to this as much as we enjoyed recording it.
Do you reckon we should tell people what we're doing, Jay? What this is all about and our hopes, dreams, expectations, what we'd like to see? Just talk about all of those kind of things and figure out where we're going and what we're doing.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea, Dave. I have no expectations, though. I mean, people can take this how they want, to be fair.
I think expectation-wise, and it seems that that's where we're starting, expectation-wise, I just want to have fun and talk about some of the things that we often do talk about and share that with other people if they want to listen. I don't expect it to be massively huge immediately or anything like that, because those kind of expectations build resentment and things like that. So my only expectations with this are to take some of our personal chats a little bit more public, because we both enjoy them. We both find them amusing. They're full of emotion and thought, and I think we both articulate our thoughts quite well, and I think we provoke people, well, we provoke ourselves to, what's the right way of saying this? We provoke thought amongst ourselves, so we sort of question, or the way that we talk to each other questions the other person, and we do it in a way that neither of us find offensive.
Well, that was a long, deep voice note, Dave.
Yes, it was a long, deep voice note about my expectations and what I'd like to see for Voice Notes Suck. That name as well, I really, it makes me smile every time I look at it, every time I see it, every time I say it.
Yeah, because it's true. Nobody likes voice notes. People hate leaving voice notes. And if a voice note appears in your messages, most people will look at it and shiver and go, I'm not listening to that.
Nobody likes voice notes. I love them now, but when I first started getting them, I hated them. I was like, why are you making me listen to this in public? I feel like people are looking at me and, why have I got, like, why can't we just have the conversation? Whereas now I love them. You couldn't make me go back. Although I've stopped voice noting my dad because he doesn't like them. He really doesn't like them. So now I send him text messages instead of voice notes.
I think the best thing about doing voice notes with you, Dave, is it lets me speak. Because otherwise, when you're talking, you can't get a word in edgeways.
I don't know how to feel about that. I try very hard to not be like that, and now I'm all self-conscious and worried that I'm very like that. As a host of spaces that encourages people to come up and talk and share their opinions, you've got me wondering about a couple of things, Jay.
Don't take it to heart, Dave. You can't help talking a lot.
If you think I talk a lot now, you should have met me 10 years ago. That's where I'm going with that. And I try not to take a lot of things to heart, but inevitably do take some things to heart. It's just the way I am. And I think that's, if you're a person that wears your heart on your sleeve, I think that's natural to just feel things a lot more.
Yeah, because it's exposed, isn't it? It's like someone coming along and giving it a slap. Oh, look, someone's heart on the sleeve. I'm going to slap it. Nah! Here come the tears, the anger, the emotion, the pain, the suffering. But no, I wear my heart on my sleeve too. You just have to deal with it, I guess. There's ways of dealing with it. You learn, I guess, don't you?
Yeah, you learn all sorts of different ways to manage that. For me, it's been getting rid of expectations, especially external expectations. You know, bringing us full circle already. I can't believe we've gone full circle already. But yeah, like getting rid of those expectations that you think other people have. That's been the biggest thing for me in terms of getting better at managing my heart on my sleeve.
Well, on that note, Dave, I think this has been enough for people to get an idea of what we're doing, and I want them to tune into the next episode. And if they don't, then they don't. Expectations. Maybe that could be an episode. Anyway, I'm off to the gym, my friend, to ease my mind more than anything. So, until next time, whoop, you've been Dave.
I'm not quite done. I'm nearly done, but I'm not quite done. I think we should talk about our format a little bit and what we want. But enjoy the gym first, and we'll come back to that. We'll tell people about the 90-second rule and any other things that we want to put in place. And yes, I hope people come back and listen to some more, and expectations definitely needs to be an episode. But I think we just need to put some ground rules down in this, and that's what I meant about expectations. So some ground rules, so no voice notes over 90 seconds was the one that we discussed. Or you could do multiple voice notes, but you couldn't have a combined time of over 90 seconds. And I think there was a couple of other rules that we potentially discussed that we never agreed on.
God, I'm trying to get to gym. But yeah, voice notes don't be long. They need to be short-ish, because otherwise it becomes imbalanced and it's not a proper conversation as such.
And you forget what you're replying to as well. If you make 5, 6, 7 points in one voice note, it's very easy for some of those points to get lost. But go to the gym! And we'll come back to this a little bit later, and then we'll wrap it up for everyone else.
Yep, I'm just putting my shoes on, and I'm going to get my coat, and then I'm going to go to the gym. And I have no expectations of who will be there, but hopefully that really big meaty man who stares at you won't be there.
The only thought that I've just had is, how do we capture the emojis that we throw on voice notes when this goes out to everyone else? I kind of hope the big man is there and he's giving you some encouragement. That's what I kind of hope.
I think we'll do it by saying, "Oh, Dave, thanks for the laughing emoji on the voice note that I just left before yours just then."
I wonder if we need to actually react, like at the beginning, like it needs to be our reaction. Or maybe we should just be like, "Laughy face." I'm not really sure. I do know that I want to clarify those couple of bits, like rough episode lengths that we're looking to get to, series lengths, and maybe a couple of other things like our goals, our aims, what we'd love to achieve with this, and then, like I said a couple of messages ago, we can wrap this episode up and get it out there. Or get it ready to get out there whilst we start talking through our other episodes, because we do have topics. We've got 6 topics, and we'll have another episode at the end of the series to wrap things up.
Well, strangely, this episode, if we are going to put it out, should be out now, and someone should be listening to it right now. I think that we should keep the length to 20 minutes.
I'm happy with 20 minutes. I believe we should get some more on the way before we put it out, so that we can release on a schedule. And it's what people expect when they're listening to podcasts. I think we need to play by some of the rules. We do need to conform a little bit. There was something else that I was going to say, and I can't think what it is, so I will leave it to you.
Yeah, I agree with that. We'll get some episodes down, but I think it would also be good to make sure that we maybe do them to a deadline as well, possibly through the week, because things might change. We might have new topics to talk about.
That is a valid point. I am still thinking each season should have a rough theme, and I think we have this one, but that doesn't stop us talking about a topic that could be relevant. There's an interesting balance, that, isn't there, between between relevance and timeliness. That's a very interesting balance.
I'm sure we'll find it, dude, and I'm sure it will flow your like Patolo.
Did you say Patolo? And just what exactly is a Patolo? Yes, I think just looking at the topics that we've already put down, I think this first, I said season, I meant series. This first short series is going to be mainly focused on, it looks like mental health and apps around a business or a startup. Just talking about some of the topics that maybe aren't discussed as much as the business aspects. And I think that's quite exciting, personally.
Right, so firstly, a Patolo is a bit like a weld hormone, but not quite the same. And yeah, so basically what you mean is the series is about digital community, because that's what we talked about. Why are you changing it?
I didn't mean to change it. I just get distracted and forget things. And I had forgotten that we'd decided that. Not going to hide from it. Yes, digital community makes sense. Well, I guess we're nearly there then. Should we think of some sort of way to wrap this up? I was thinking along the lines of, this has been an introduction to Voice Notes Suck. Look forward to the next 6 episodes about digital community, and then we'll have a little chat about how it's all gone for episode 8. Jay's been Jay, and I've been Dave, and I've got no idea if Jay would like to say something else.
You've been listening to Voice Notes Suck with Jay and Dave.